Hello everyone. For this video, I would like to carry on from the message from the first video in this series. If you remember that message, it was, your time is precious. Please be sure to review that short video for a refresher. So for the current video, carrying on to the message that your time is precious, I would like to continue that message by discussing the speed at which you choose to carry out a task. And more specifically, the difference between rushing a task and being fast at a task. Now, let me give you the TLDR. It's this. Please don't rush. But what we're going to do actually in this video is go back to actually differentiating between rushing and being fast at a task. At first glance, it's quite normal for us to use the words rushing and being fast interchangeably. But they are in fact quite different, as I'll try to explain, although the difference is subtle. But it's still important. Before I go any further, I should take a moment to point out to you that in our business, you'll have many occasions where you'll feel rushed, and many occasions where you will be rushed. That's normal and completely and absolutely will happen. But here's the difference between rushing and being fast, which I want you to learn. When you rush at a task, you choose to do that task at the cost of something. Typically, when you rush a task, you choose to exchange your precious time for something very important like the quality of your task or its result, or the safety of your person while carrying out that task, or both. Rushing is quite different from being fast at doing something. You see, being fast at doing something, being fast at a task, never comes at the expense of something important like quality and safety. Rather, being fast comes from mastering that task, mastering your trade, mastering your profession. Again, being fast at something never comes at the expense of quality or safety or both. Another word for being fast is experience. And that experience only comes with time for the vast majority of people like you and me. That is why people with valuable experience in a task can command a higher price or a higher salary. So please, recognize the difference between rushing and being fast at something. Rushing always comes at the expense of something important, while being fast does not, because being fast comes from experience. My final recommendation is this. When doing something, don't rush. Instead, do that task as quickly as possible so that you only do it once. I recognize this is a very, very difficult piece of advice for you to take. I swear to you, I know. Because, especially if you're starting out, you want to be fast at your job because you want to impress people. However, since you lack experience, then you're not actually being fast. You're rushing, which comes at a cost. There are very few things in our business that are worse than someone rushing to do something only for that person or someone else having to redo that task because it was not done properly the first time. It is quite fine if you don't agree with me or if you don't believe me. It just means that you may be young and eager and maybe not too experienced in our business, which is okay. I had to learn this the hard way. You will too. It's part of learning, it's part of growing up, and it's part of gaining experience. So trust me, you'll lose a client over this or a big project because you may forget or not realize the difference between rushing and being fast. And that's okay, as long as you're aware with this video. I want to thank you so much for your time. in viewing this video. I really appreciate your time. Take care and stay well.